So as you can see, all these cattle are lined up, eating. I'm wanting to take off this white face. It's kind of got drippy eyes, and it was hanging its head a little bit. It's not as full. Walking it over to the corner of this pen. See if I can do it without stirring up too much dust here. So you just kind of stay at an angle to their eye, and you can turn them by walking back and forth. When they're calm, they don't just take off and run away and try to get to the other end of the pen. So that one went pretty smoothly. So it's in a pen of 96 head, I think. And I was able to just take one out without having a bunch of the pen run out, which is a nice way to do it. I'm gonna get this one a shot. There's one other one that I pulled from this pen over here to give a shot as well. So this is the time of year that they're kind of most likely to struggle a little bit. Probably less than 60 days after they were weaned off their mom, they're still building their own antibodies. So sometimes that antibiotic just kind of helps them beat the conditions.
Meet the Peterson family. Our dad, the 3 Peterson brothers, and our families farm together in central Kansas. Our family farm started in 1882 and has been raising cattle and crops ever since. Please subscribe to this channel and give us a like and a comment if you enjoy the video.
This was like my thinnest cow, and then she had twins, and now she's on this brome with a limping cow, and I'm trying to give them silage to get them up to speed. I don't know that I'll ever be able to turn that limping cow in with the other group, but so that'll probably be her last calf to get to raise. She's like 9 years old. This one, probably about the same age. I don't know if she'll get bred back or not. I'll have her turned with the group before the bull is in there.
It's Monday morning, and Nathan and I are servicing the tractor and grain cart and the combines. I've got these Ready Vision RV cameras that were sent to us. We're going to try them out today. They're designed to be able to mount magnetically really quickly, and we're going to try to use them to put on the back of the combine here to hook up the header. So then you can just mount this on the back of the combine, turn it on, pull up your phone, and you can back up to your header trailer, and you don't need a second person to be back there. So a nice easy camera setup. You can transfer them from piece to piece of equipment. So we're going to try this out this morning. All right, so I've got this camera magnetically mounted just right here, so it's kind of got a top-down view of the hitch. And I'm going to take the header off and back up to the header trailer, and I should be able to tell exactly how far to back up based on what the camera shows me. What all have you been doing this morning, Nathan?
We worked some cattle, some new cattle, so we need to get them done.
Took most of the morning.
Yeah, then we, of course, got everything fed and a couple doctored. Now we're getting to service.
It's noon.
So, yeah.
But it's a Monday, so.
That's right.
Okay, the beans are coming off. Still just have one combine here, but it's going pretty smooth. Be able to cut some beans. You should be able to see them. Oh, there they go. Down the window. At least that's what my kids like watching, out the back window of the combine whenever they're in here.
Daddy's truck. Daddy and Kobe, yep. They're over by the drill.
So those are 8 to 9%. Those are like 18 to 19%. So not the easiest combining. There's definitely some variability out there. Over 10%. We're trying to finish up this strip My mom's heading out with that loaded truck. We'll get this little strip down and we'll move over to the big section. This stuff's dry, although there's that little bits of green in there. Okay, Dad switched me off. He got here with the Tempty. I'm gonna fill up at least half the Tempty here, a little over half. And then I gotta go chore. So here's one of the pens that's transitioning from my dad's ration to my ration. I lined up eating. So they'll eat this amount, slick it up. My dad will drive by about the time they finish this. Put some of his ration on there. And then I watch the pens to see if there's any cattle, like maybe that one back there, that aren't coming up to eat mine. Because we want to make sure they're eating enough to stay healthy. I just watched a hawk stomp on this bunny rabbit. Got it under its claws here. Oh, we let go! The bunny escapes! I scared the hawk enough to where it dropped the rabbit. You're welcome, rabbit.
Here's the beans that got the most of the rain the first week of August, right before all the heat. And they are doing actually pretty good. So at times they say like 70, and I think they're averaging, well, they're basically doing twice as good as the ones we cut earlier, because we've already filled up the semis on half as many acres. So that's nice. Oh, they're at dip down. There's still places, I mean, these could have been crazy beans with a little more rain, because you can tell the thin spots still drop really bad, even though they're still bushy.
I can finish this off.
Yes, I'm gonna go dump. Kendall, who do you think I am? So anyways, it's nice to have some better beans. They could have been, well, can't talk about the could have been. Here, these are like yesterday's beans. There's nothing going through the combine. It just sounds totally different. That's kind of a sandy spot along this creek. For the most part, it's really not good ground. And the dust is still here. Well, we're getting some late night beans cut. Well, it's only 8:15. Days are getting shorter. Today's Monday, and let me tell you what, it's definitely been a Monday. The air conditioner quit working in this combine on Saturday afternoon, so that was hot. And then it also had a couple codes popping up. So we had John Deere dealer come out. They got everything fixed up, but this combine wasn't cutting until 3 or 4. It was partly our fault. I mean, we could have tried to cut some before they got here, but they did quick work once they got here. So we were also trying to decide whether these beans would go or not. Here they're like 10% in a lot of places, and then they're wet and 20% wet in other places. But we're just kind of getting them all blended together. And so far every load has tested 11%. So, but anyways, that led to a lot of confusion of where everything needed to be. And we'd also like to start drilling some stuff. So Greg was trying to get the drill ready, and I was trying to help him some. But this is always how the first, few days go. It's extra early this year. It's only October 2nd, so that's why we haven't been as worried about the drilling. But Now there's a chance of rain, but we can drill into the moisture once it's already here. That'll be nice.
Tuesday morning today, and I am on my way back to the field from the elevator. We're going to see how much they got done last night. I was over working on the drills, so I wasn't out here. Half of this field is still pretty green, so I think we're going to leave it. You can see Nathan out there checking on it, trying to decide how much of this field we're going to cut. But we've cut probably 90 acres of it. And there's the combines over there. So we'll see. We'll try to cut as much as we can, and then we'll move on to the next field, and we'll have to come back for the green part later. There is a 95% chance of rain tonight, which hasn't always panned out this year. But we're forecasted to get maybe up to an inch of rain. So you can kind of see the weather today is a little cloudier, a little stormier. So we're trying to get the rest of this field done this morning, and then we're going to head to another field. And if we have time, hopefully get to a third field today. That'll depend on how well the day goes and when it starts raining, if it starts raining. All right, getting started. Let's do this. These are some of our better beans. Definitely yielding average to above average for us. This is a field right along the creek. It's a low-lying field. It's usually pretty wet. Again, it's kind of like that cornfield that did so good for us. On a really dry year, these fields that are normally really wet, they do a little better. Obviously, you can see some green plants out here, but the beans themselves are testing dry, so we're just grinding through them a little bit. And it's only a part of the field that it's this green, but they still test dry. So I'm not sure if I filmed it all yesterday on Monday. I spent most of the day running around. We were trying to figure out what to do. One of the combine, the 9770 was broken down yesterday morning and early afternoon, and so I had come all the way out here to our farthest away field, which is about 30 minutes from my house. So it's one side of our farm all the way to the other. And then there wasn't a combine, so I decided to go all the way back to my house to where the air seeder was to get it ready to drill wheat. Well, then the combine got fixed about the time I got the drill ready to drill wheat, so I drove all the way back over here, and all right, we're finishing up. Heading to the next field. This field did better than we thought it would, I think. Waiting for the final yield officially, but I think it was in the 40s or 50s. All right, time to put the header on the header trailer and whip out our Ready Vision cameras that we used earlier in the video. Rolling out.
Oh yeah.
That was a nice big field. Now the neighbors are cutting the corn next to it.
All right, we're rolling out. We got a long move. You know, you plant beans in order, kind of, you know, going from one field to the next, not too long of moves, and you think you'll be able to cut them in the same order, but Mother Nature always has a different plan. And so we're basically driving from our farthest east field to our farthest, well, one of our farthest west fields. But it should be an all right trip. They're basically on the same mile marker, we have to jog over a mile and then drive west a while.
There's our cows. You drinking some Starbucks? Got your Starbucks, now you're gonna go drive your combine? good, but I think they might have died judging by the dust coming out of the combine. Woof.
And I get phone calls and then I keep cutting. I thought I could do another pass down the back, but I lose.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out our music videos linked in the description. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and explore our website, www.petersonfarmbrothers.com. See you guys next time.